Okay, what up, Jams and Champettes? I'm going to be starting a new series called Creepy Pasta Reading. I'm going to be just searching up these cool creepy pastas, and I'm just going to be reading some stories about them. This first creepy pasta story doesn't really have a creepy pasta, really. It's just about a kid that everything goes horribly wrong for him. The name of this story is called Remember Me. Here we go. It's a glorious morning as I wake up and go downstairs, ready to have breakfast. My mom comes down shortly with my dad, and we all sit down ready to have breakfast, and we make general small talk. Before long, as usual, my dad leaves for work, which always bugs me in the morning. I wish he could spend more time at home, but I guess I get to see him later on after school. I head off to school, and I meet up with my mates. There's Paul, the resident joker. He never fails to cheer us up on a bad day. Then there's Gary, the gamer. Every group has one. You know, the one who talks non-stop about his favorite games. Yeah, that one. But he is a great guy, and we always have a laugh if we play games. And then there's Sarah, the rock chick. She's also the best thing that ever happened to me. Also, almost 2 years ago, now since we met, about 2 weeks after we met, we were going out, and it's been the best time of my life. We set off to go to math class, and our teacher looks at us like he usually does. We're late, but he doesn't mind much. He's a bloke. He will help you with anything you need, and he doesn't mind a few late turn-ups and a few missed homeworks. But don't take advantage. Otherwise, he will tear into you. He comes past, hands me my book, and walks off. As usual, I do the least amount of work as I can, and get by and leave for my next class. The day is pretty much the same from there. Next lesson, do work, chill with friends, see a girlfriend, and hang out. And hang out with her before we both go back to mine and chill. She is amazing, and I sometimes have to stop and reflect on how lucky I am. She looks into my eyes and says, "I love you." I say it back, we kiss, then she leaves and I play some games before turning in. Only this time, something feels weird. Almost like I'm dreaming already, but I know I'm not. Oh well, must be tired. I'm zoning out already. I woke up to more glorious sunshine. And I go downstairs to find my mom and dad already there. Nothing unusual. It happens sometimes. I eat breakfast, and my dad heads off as usual. Just before I go, I notice something. "Mom, where's our family photo?" "That one we had a couple of years back." "What photo, dear? Are you alright? You look pale," she replied. I was slightly pale. I know there was a picture there. It's a pride of our family, and it's gone. My mom didn't even notice. Oh well, she might be half asleep and probably forgotten where she moved it. I meet up with my friends, and we head to lesson. It's math first again, but this time the teacher looks at me and asks if I'm in the right class. I tell him I am, but he insists that I'm not. But after my friends convince him, he just carries on anyway. He is quite old, so maybe it's old age. But I'm slightly worried now. I'm concerned that maybe he should get himself checked out. Okay, I'm freaking out slightly. I just checked the register, and my name isn't on there. We spend the rest of the day talking about what happened and try to figure it out. Paul reckons it was a joke and that it happens to someone every year. I don't believe him, but I act like it to keep him happy. I get back home, alone, I might add. Sarah is ill, and the photo is back up, but I'm not in it for some reason. I ask my mom, and she seems puzzled and says I was never in it. I go straight upstairs and go to bed, but it plays on my mind, and I don't sleep very well. When I get up, it's raining, and I ate breakfast before making my way to school. I was running late, but I still met with my friends. But they acted like they didn't know me. Paul asked me my name, and I got freaked out when I knew all theirs. I asked where Sarah was, and they said she was ill, and asked if I knew her. I don't believe this is happening. Then a thought occurs. It's because of yesterday. I catch up with them and laugh about it. Okay, then, I get it. It's because I wasn't on the register. Very funny. But they walk off quicker, and Gary mutters, "Weirdo," under his breath as he passes me. I go to class, annoyed with my friends, but apparently I'm not on the register, so I get up and leave. I head down to the reception to sort it out and see what's going on. But they don't know me, and have no record of me being in this school. More freaked out, I just walk away and go home early. My mom greets me and asks why I'm home, and I tell her. She looks at me and asks how I'm feeling. "I'm sorry, Mom." "Why?" "I'm fine, Mom." "Why?" I say. She says back, "You don't go to that school, and you certainly don't know a Gary or a Paul." Something else also caught my eye. All the photos of me were gone, and the photos that had me and others just had the others left. I'm scared now. I could say I woke up, but after recent events, it's become impossible to sleep. I get up slightly tired and head downstairs, and my mom asks if I'm okay. I tell her I'm fine. I eat breakfast and tell her I'm out. Since I apparently don't have school anymore, I head to Sarah's house, and after recent events, I need her comfort. I knock on the door and greet her dad, but when I try to walk in, he asks me who I am. I tell him I'm Sarah's boyfriend, like he's always known, and he says he doesn't have one. She doesn't have one, and asks me to leave. I ask to see Sarah, and she comes downstairs, but she doesn't know me. She asks who I am. I walk away, horrified and upset. How come no one remembers me? What's happening? I go back home, go straight to bed, crying. I don't understand what's going on. I stay up through the night crying. I try to think what is happening, but I don't know, and I don't have any ideas where to start. But I get up in the morning, head downstairs, and my mom screams when she sees me. I ask her what's the matter, and she tells me to go away. My dad comes down and threatens to call the police. I tell them I'm their son, but they say they have no son. So I run away as far as I can, and I cry. I cry all the time, all day and night. Why is this happening to me? What's going on? My family doesn't even recognize me. I have no one left. I walk and I walk, never stopping. I find a police station, so I decide to ask them to see if they have any records of me. It sounds strange, but I wasn't exactly the cleanest kid around. Just some minor shoplifting. They had nothing. They asked my name. I told them, but they didn't know anyone by my name. I told them what I've done, so they arrested me. That was fun. At least they would know who I was, and I slept in a cell. When I woke up, they came to get me and let me go. They asked how I got in there and why, but I just ran off. How come they don't remember me either? It's only been a day and they've already forgotten me. I can't stop crying. Why am I still here if no one knows me? This is unbearable. I try to find Sarah again, but she was kissing someone else. How could she do that to me? Of course I don't exist to her. Of course I can't stop the tears now. I can't take this. From having a great life to having nothing. Why me? There are other people who deserve this too. Why am I suffering? I begin to scream and claw at my arms. I feel no pain anymore. I can't feel the tears on my cheeks. I can't feel the pain. Just the blood trickling down my arm. I begin to laugh and laugh harder, and then I cry while laughing. I'm gone. No one knows me. No one remembers me. I'm invisible. I'm closed off. I'm no one anymore. I'm no one. I'm a waste of space now. I'm just a wanderer, a worthless, miserable loner with nothing but a name. Literally, I'm staring at a gun. I found it in a house I broke into. What can they do? Call the cops? Tell them a non-existing person just stole something? Well, no one will miss me, seeing as no one knows me. Might as well get this over with. But before I go, I ask one thing. Please try to remember me. Remember me.